I'm on Tyler's 2023 300 XCW. This is the bike. It's a CARB conversion, guys. He took the fuel and oil injection completely off this bike. It is a premix bike with a smart carb on this sucker, and it's pretty dang cool. Today was like, oh, and it's got like, what is it, factory connection? Or MX Tech? Oh man, I can't remember. He's got $4,000 suspension on this, $2,000 forks, or no. It was $2,400 on the fork and $2,400 on the shock. So it's about a $5,000 suspension upgrade on this bike, plus the fact that it's carb conversion. It's pretty freaking cool. It feels a lot like the Sherco that I've got. I've got a Sherco 250 SE right now, and you know, with that carb feel, and we've been, you know, climbing and descending. Gosh, I'm so happy to be up here right now. It feels so good. And so I've been on my 250XE. Tyler's just up in front on my bike. It's a TPI bike, you know, fuel injected, oil injected. That bike runs smoother in the low to mid RPM range. This one's a little bit more raspy in its current setup, but it runs amazing. It's always super fun to get on Tyler's bikes because he does such a good job setting them up. Like, the only thing is he weighs more than me, and so he sets his sag, you know, for his weight. And then like, it's a little stiff for me as far as just suspension, but he did actually, I was on an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. He's taken some of the compression out of this fork, and it's definitely handling better for me, absorbing some of the chop and stuff a little bit better. But it's so freaking cool to be able to ride Tyler's bikes, because they are just, he sets them up so amazing. Like, everything is just dialed, and he does more on the setup of his bikes than I do. He loves it. Like, they're just bomb proof. You know what I mean? He thinks through a lot of stuff and just like hardens them in certain areas. But also, the way he sets up his controls is very, very similar to mine. His bar position is always very similar to mine. So I can get on his bikes time after time and just feel at home on them really quickly. And that doesn't always happen usually doesn't happen when I ride other people's bikes. But his bikes, it does. And part of it is because, like, in a way, we kind of subscribe to one of the same premises, which is less is more. You know, we're typically not the guys that have a bunch of stuff on our handlebars. On some of my bikes, I'll run full wrap handguards. Tyler usually, he doesn't. I've never seen him with full wrap handguards on his bikes in all the years I've been riding with him. But that 250XE that my 250XE he's on up there, it doesn't have full wrap. So I've mainly been putting full wrap handguards on my 300 XCWs and not on my 250XEs. But yeah. Super fun bike, this thing. This is been such a great ride. We're headed back to the truck, so I would say we're about 60% done with the ride, because this particular jaunt is pretty much an out and back. All the nasty stuff is behind us. So now it's just my battery cut out back there too on like the nastiest obstacles. I heard it die just before I heard the camera shut off just before I got to like the nastiest stuff. I was kind of bummed, but I didn't want to stop and blow my momentum, but it was great. Yeah, I did really well on this. Oh boy. This one section of trail back there with some obstacles. There's a couple nasty little things. And that 250 XC, she just powered me through. Kept the front wheel light. Felt like a hero, which is great, because the last time I was up there on that section, I got kind of humbled on it. See, there's a little bit of a hesitation there when I'm just like transitioning up onto the power. I think that's something he can tune out on this smart carb. Just like a little bit of a raspy. I don't know if you can tell through just this microphone here. Let this thing roll for a sec. Look how beautiful that is. Nothing better than this. So good. Check that camera there. I'm not too far behind him because the water's still moving when I get to these. got a glimpse of him. Must be slowing down. I'm totally catching him. And the only way I catch Tyler is if he starts sightseeing. I've ridden with him enough to know when he's pushing and when he's not. If he starts to push at all, he just leaves me. So I've caught back up to him, so he must be smelling the roses.